The political scientist and lecturer, Dr. Amakye Boateng, and let's get a political angle to these things. Is it that there's no checks and balances? Is it that nobody cares about what somebody is stealing? Politically, why are we getting here as a country? Hi, Ezra TV, Ezra Radio. Adriana Bakufia Santini. Dr. Amakye, good morning.
Good morning.
Papa Biabokodi. Following a report from Attorney General, exposes are supposedly Oma. I mean, we're waiting for court conclusion over some of these things. But so we share some of the allegations, especially against the elsewhere MPP Nanado appointees. Obibe can say, "Eya denti, any etrawama." Is it that the government don't see it? And answer politically, we can't be say Oma bino. Anything and some of those rots, just are maybe called and say the about be EAP.
Okay,
Ezra 94.1.
Ezra more prejudice. Oh my God. Basically, we are personal observations. We said that if you move, be our home. But coming from the lecture hall,
Ezra 94.1.
I say that one, your adequate framework in our constitution. As I said, it means the fight corruption. So framework in our constitution, no. Mine on so Eddie, as a fight corruption be brave.
Ezra 94.1.
He can air the office of the Attorney General. Onona assessor prosecute corruption cases Pia. Ghana Yasandi Iyoko Aba. Yasan Ewo Shrek. Yewo
Ezra 94.1.
People.
Service. So OSP.
OSP. We Omunina OSP no pet and I am on the right to prosecute cases. Others nina and prosecute. And said even OSP no AP no independent brigade said OSP no who said that in provided that Attorney General wanted to work. Now fortunately or unfortunately, Attorney General no the chief lawyer Emma Abino our prosecutor Abino Ejuma Debia. And yes, or how a decano
94.1.
didn't ya Ubusa Sama Ubusa ye. The who said in Ghana's Fourth Republic, if your Auditor General's reporter, a bang bia woho, and answer will fear bang more, Auditor General's report, and Semno, Edda, Asem, a foie, Asema, Ubusa, and so. Abaya woho, generally, they don't fight corruption
Ezra
in a way
94.1.
related to one more appointees. So far in the Fourth Republic, this is a fair statement to make. The governments of the day do not fight corruption. So generally, or more appointees, generally. There were a few attempts. President Kufuor and a case that
Ezra
came against Dr. Anani.
94.1.
And no. Dr. Anani was temporarily sort of relieved of his post to address the corruption charges. But the office not to meaning that the case was prejudged. Tetibiano, Obeko,
Ezra
Afan Hodi,
94.1.
Assign about the 20 Numaso. President Mills, so by huge corruption scandals. The way we made issue, we saw that it was terrible. I mean, we might go back to President Rawlings.
Ezra 94.1.
He did not fight corruption. President Rawlings was in the pole position to address that challenge in a war the system, no political corruption. He didn't do it. Our system, no more about the tour summary. President Mahama will record maybe GDC among all the presidents are appearing. And Sana all stand back the second time. President Mahama will record that numerous some of his appointees were, released and the system dealt with them. Some of them, Nanando Betwaso, and then, that person went to jail. There was this case, maybe say Jifa something. That lady has passed on.
Jifa
yes. The bus branding.
Yeah, bus branding. Yeah.
Yes. If you know, Oman transfer.
94.1.
Oman transfer, but the issue was not properly dealt with. I recall, during the elections, she was afraid that if they lost the elections, then she might go to jail. This time round, President Mohammed's second term, there are signs that he's trying to do something, but he can do more. There's one issue with the fight against corruption, legal issues. Because of that, President Mohammed Oba office January, and then we are in October. You want to give him the benefit of the doubt to say they are taking their time to do the investigations before they go to court. This is in terms of time. Now, Attorney General giving indications that he's working. The Office of the Special Prosecutor giving indications that he's working. You want to give them the benefit of the doubt because of time element in a woman. Unless a lawyer debate me about the cancer, they have had enough time to bring investigations on particular cases to an end. In the absence of such, an authoritative conclusion by a lawyer, those of us who are not lawyers, we can't conclude. And then President Mahama has also moved he's currently working on it, to get a special court to handle cases the audit service for a producer. And so we share the leaders of the various bodies, the Attorney General, the judiciary and stuff like that. And I like to believe that they are working on it. This would be an excellent thing. The court just there specifically to handle cases. It be free. Auditor General's report. Once again, the president's lawyer and it's also a trigger, and they say, look, the Attorney General case, court during the time of that particular president in war office, I want to conclude that the reason governments have to leave office and sign or more issues with political corruption appear simply because those governments simply refuse to take action.
Wow.
In a way, they ask the Attorney General to overlook, those issues.
As a deliberate, Attorney General,
yeah.
But just example of buffer stock abranti. I mean, a department cry man for this home put just company. Do baby yet to chroma buffer stock for suppliers to make a demonstration back and forth. Ne wo free so a Japadian pimp makuma say no cry. Enya lamina.
The word is deliberate. You get an impression, sir. And if your constitution, I'll say if any can free the office of the president. Our president in the Attorney General, everybody else, so CEOs and so on and so forth. And then to say, case it raised a major challenge because do maybe no now school for no it became a national issue. And if at the same time, now, one more,
Ezra
Apausika,
94.1.
and addresses our challenge, the president of the day, Unim. No, I know it was intentional. It was intentional. You want to say that likely, it became a share of such kind of ever. That is why he keeps quiet. Otherwise, you cannot get any rational explanation as to why the president of the day, meaning say, this amount of money, Ekoba first talk say, Infanto Biani, Emma Senior High School, a major flagship project. Now, we are officer no. Meanwhile, you are not doing what should be done, bringing my government into public disrepute. Now, some require the same government. I mean, the government is simply an accomplice. The government is the one to blame. He's the president. You go straight to the office of the president and say that the president appears to be interested in the whole thing. Period.
Dr. Mamen Fankomonisia, I think you've given us a total summary of what we want to hear. I'm more than grateful, Dr. Amakye Boateng. I'm grateful.